Welcome to my channel. My next request was also chosen randomly, and it's Lara Fabian. This was requested by Gerald on the 10th of April of 2025. And I'm probably going to butcher this, but I'm going to try. It's L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison. And that means the man who had no home. This says clip official DVD bonus 9. I don't know what that means. But anyway, before we get into the music, I got to thank you for coming. I got to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. That is astounding to me. It really is. So thank you. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. I also put the link to the reaction request form and the voting form. To use those, you have to be logged in, so you need to get a WordPress account if you don't have one. You can make one request per day, and you can vote 3 times per day. 3 times for one song or 3 times for 3 different songs. Up to you. I also live stream on Sundays for 3 hours, beginning at 3 p.m. UTC on Rumble. So if you come to Rumble on Sunday at 3 p.m. UTC and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. I also live stream on Friday for about an hour, hour and a half on YouTube, beginning at 12 a.m. UTC. I call that God Talks. It's a chance for me to talk about the Bible, about Christian living, about walking by the Spirit, answer questions from the chat if I can, and take prayer requests. So if you're interested in that, drop by YouTube on Friday at 12 a.m. UTC. So this is Lara Fabian singing L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison.
Il ne portait qu'un grand chapeau. Il
ne portait qu'un grand chapeau, une canne, un long manteau. Il s'endormait sur les vieux bancs du parc où l'on allait souvent.
Il dessinait des arcs-en-ciel sur les pavés, sous les gratte-ciel. Il se couchait près d'un sac bizarre où il cachait sa style guitare. L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison nous racontait tout plein d'histoires. S'il avait perdu la raison, il n'avait pas perdu la mémoire. L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison avait toujours un beau sourire, un grand sourire qui en dit long quand ceux qui parlent n'ont rien à dire. Il ne portait un grand chapeau, une canne, un long manteau. Il s'endormait sur les vieux bancs du parc où l'on allait souvent. Il dessinait des arcs-en-ciel sur les pavés, sous les gratte-ciel. Il se couchait près d'un sac bizarre où il cachait sa style guitare. L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison avait gravé sur son visage les cruautés que les saisons avaient laissées sur leur passage. L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison rangeait son cœur dans une bouteille dont il tirait toute l'affection qui lui manquait tout réveil.
Il ne portait qu'un grand chapeau,
les guitares.
L'homme qui n'avait pas de maison, 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 l'homme qui n'avait pas de maison,
Était mon ami,
l'homme qui n'avait pas de maison,
plus inconscient.
l'homme qui n'avait pas de maison.
Si des hortensias sur les pavés, sur les portières,
Qui n'avait pas de maison,
pas de maison.
qui n'avait pas de maison,
Oh yeah,
qui n'avait pas de maison,
était mon ami,
qui n'avait pas de maison, qui n'avait pas de maison, qui n'avait pas de
ami, ami.
C'est un sac bizarre où il cachait sa style guitare.
Now I find myself wishing I spoke French. Count on Lara to point out the value of every human being and the innocence of children. Children. All in one song. That was really neat. That was very touching and very special. And you could see the impact that it had on him. I know it's probably acting, but still, it's meaningful. You know? We have got to get to the point where we see the value of every human being, no matter what we think of their outward appearance. And far too often, that's the first thing we judge people on. And then we dismiss them. And that's just wrong. It's just wrong. That shouldn't be how we behave. That shouldn't be how we think about people. I remember when I was very young, a guy came up to me and he said, "Let me tell you about so-and-so." And I looked at him and I said, "I don't want to know about so-and-so. I'll find out for myself." Because I didn't want my thoughts to be poisoned by what he had to say. And that's how we ought to live our lives, is not prejudging people, not looking at appearances, not listening to what other people say about them, but making up our own mind after we meet them and we get to know them. And if we would just do that, just that one thing, the world would be such a better place to live in for so many people. That was a really, really touching song. Very emotional. Before we move on to the next one, I want to pray for you that God will bless you with his peace and with his joy and with his love every single day that you're alive. And that he'll do that same thing for every single person that you love. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.